The Christmas Chronicles Part 2 is directed by Chris Columbus and stars Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, and it's about Kate Pierce, who we met in the first film. And when she goes on vacation with her mom, her brother, her mom's new boyfriend, and her mom's new boyfriend's son, she decides to run away because it's for the best. But after she gets kidnapped and trapped in the North Pole, she and Jack, who is her mom's boyfriend's son, must team up with Santa Claus to save Christmas from an evil elf. Guys, it's Christmas! Well, it's December 1st, so I get to start my Christmas special. You guys don't know how hyped I am about this special. I am beyond hyped. I am so excited right now to be reviewing a bunch of Christmas movies. Now, that's not all I'm going to do in December. It's what I'm going to do a lot, though. So, yes, today I am reviewing a new one, Christmas Chronicles Part 2. The original Christmas Chronicles, when it came out in 2018, was one of the most pleasant delights I've ever seen on Netflix, ever. This was such a good movie. The first one was. It was just so energetic and enjoyable. So when I learned they were having a sequel on Netflix, I was beyond excited. Now, is the sequel as good as the original? Not at all, but it does have some decent follow-ups and originality, and it is a decent movie, in my opinion. Now, of course, the best thing about this movie is that it is a decent follow-up. It takes what we had in the first one, kind of expands on that mythology. Whereas in the first film, we had Santa Claus trapped in the normal city, where the normal people are. In the second film, we have the kids trapped where Santa Claus is, and that makes some nice area where it gives us expanding the mythology of the original film. And that's something I really, really like in this film. Another thing I really like is Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn's performances. If you didn't know, both of these people they're actually real-life couple. So them as Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, that's just perfect. Now, they're both giving out, not outstanding, they're giving out wilding performances. That's not a word, but they're giving wild performances in this film. I mean, like, there's this one scene where they're showing all the kids the places, and they're like, oh my gosh, what should we show them next? Goldie Hawn is just bonkers in this film as Mrs. Claus. She is happy that she has children in the North Pole, and that is just gives her some real nice leverage in this film, as well as Kurt Russell. He plays the kind of timid Santa Claus, but in some scenes he can give wild performances as well. This story is also, it adds on to my nice original follow-up. This story, I also really enjoy this story. The story kind of doesn't rehash the first one. It's its own original thing, with Belle Snickle trying to destroy Christmas, whereas the first one, the kids destroyed Christmas and they gotta save it. This one, there's a guy trying to destroy Christmas and they gotta stop him. So, it's not really the same thing, but it kind of follows, it doesn't really follow the same tempo. It's its own original thing, own original story, with the same characters that we had in the first one, and that's another thing I really, really enjoy. But let's go back to when I said that this film wasn't as good as the original, because it's not. There's certainly a lot more problems in this film than the first one had. And let's kick things starting off talking about negatives with the villain in this film is kind of annoying. Belle Snickle is really annoying. I don't know if it's because of the person they chose to play him, even though I think he played him pretty well with, he's kind of written to be this annoying, kind of snooty character. At the beginning of the film, it's like Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus really loved him, but he grows to be a teenager and he doesn't like how Santa Claus is focusing on Christmas, so he tries to destroy it. His dialogue is really annoying. It just kind of sounds like an annoying person. I really don't like this villain. Sure, he's played pretty good, and it does give us some leverage over the original, but the villain is just annoying. Another pretty big problem here, too, is that there are way too many plot lines. I mean, we get a plot line with Mrs. Claus and Jack, we get a plot line with time travel, we get a plot line with going to Turkey, we get plot line for practically about everything, and we're trying to jam so much of that into a sequel to the original. In this case, you get an populated movie that probably could have filled a whole nother Christmas Chronicles movie. Like, I would love to see a whole nother Christmas Chronicles movie where we get a time travel story and they just try to fit this into 20 minutes. That's not a good idea. But overall, I did really enjoy this film. It's just kind of throwaway entertainment. It's not as good as the original. It's not as memorable. But, you know, it does have some good things. And the time travel part was probably my favorite part, even though it probably should have been used more wisely in the film. But overall, I'm going to give this film a B-, a 7 out of 10, and 3 stars. Of course, make sure to tell me down below, what was your opinions on the Christmas Chronicles Part 2. Of course, I cannot wait to share more Christmas reviews this Thursday. I'm going to be reviewing Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, an old movie, but, you know, I can't always review new movies for Christmas. Anyways, I'm going to do that, and hopefully this weekend I will be watching Happiest Season, so I can review that one for you guys too, and maybe soon I will watch my National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, give that review. But anyways, make sure to stay tuned for some more reviews. Hit the like button if you love this content. Hit the subscribe button so I can get more subscribers. And thank you for everything that you guys do. And I will see you guys in the next one.